Ardayfio Prince Andrew Ardayfio, also known as Agushie. Well, who is I use that word, a creative polymath. Yeah, I like to express my creative muscles. I like to do a lot of stuff that inspires and gives me that kick, that adventurous kick, and satisfies my curiosity. But I'm a trained food process engineer, and I've dabbled and delved into some of the creative aspects of my life in terms of virtual reality, creative direction, photography, videography, storytelling, interactive storytelling in games, game design, and I think heavily also with fashion as well. Yeah, fashion. So I think what best describes me is like a creative polymath who likes to express his creative muscles and has the need to empower and inspire all those around me to do anything that I do. So I think that pretty much sums up who I am. Okay, I feel like I was born a creative. I don't even like to use the word creative because I feel like everyone is a creative. The fact that you can draw and the fact that someone can add numbers in a certain type of way. Yeah, I feel like it has an aspect of creativity to it. Everyone is a creative, so I feel like I was born a creative. I loved to draw when I was young. I still do. I love to use the pencil to render images or to capture images. And I feel like growing up, I kind of channeled all of those energies into different ways, like storytelling, writing poems, and officially into videography and game design and also gamification and even business as well. I've also been involved in some business management, business innovation, business strategy. Yeah, I do like videos as well, and my videos are more or less cinematic. I like cinematic videos because I feel like it carries the feel. It makes you feel something. It's slow. It captures the environment pretty well, and yeah, I'm inspired by retro movies. All of those filmmaking techniques in the old, where they didn't have like the equipment to capture certain type of images. So you have to use. That's when innovation comes in. If you want to pan and focus on something, you have to do it in the reverse format and all of that. And I like to use my phone to capture most. I use the Google Pixel. I used to use the Google Pixel 2, and I moved to the 2XL and the 3XL, and I'm now using the 2XL for most of my videos. And I feel like Google has like the best camera or the video quality that I want. And with Android, I'm also able to explore different type of apps and for my editing as well. I use InShot, View, Quick, and then sometimes VivaCut. Yeah, as well. I have each app for like any type of thing. For InShot, I use for like the subtitles and all of that. For the transitions, I use the View for my lettering and then my captions. I use what's the name? Quick. Yeah. So my workflow, it starts from like what inspires me. I look at how I want the video to come out as, and then I kind of write down the scenes that I want, and then like each scene that I want. Like I want this scene of this gate, this that, and I add my cutaways. It's basically like a simple process of how I'm able to see what is in my mind, put it on paper, and then capture it and then edit it. Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to projects, I think for well over a year I was working on a gamification project. It was like to create a text-based game, a location text-based game to create awareness about sanitation, basically gamification in sustainability. We wanted to create awareness about the sanitation issue that we had in Ghana and how we can cognitively motivate people to develop good habits when it comes to sanitation. And I think that was pretty exciting. It was a great project because I got to work with a diverse group of people of awesome talent, and yeah, it was really nice. So like imagine you walk into Agushie, but you are going to look for a monster that is made out of filth, and you're going to kill that monster. And yeah, it was a really awesome game, and we kind of took that and exported that, to also create like a mega game. And that mega game was in collaboration with other 15 African countries, and we made a board game called Busara, which means wisdom in Swahili. So that game was to more or less capture the borderlessness of Africa, and also the creativity that we have, and also the need for unity as well. It was like a game that way it's like a role-playing game sort of. You kind of embody a kingdom, and then you get to trade with resources, one another, and then the person who trades the most, gets to win. It was an amazing game. So picking that up, I think currently I'm working on a virtual reality project. This is in collaboration with my very good friend Matthew. What we're trying to do is to, see how art institutions are kind of recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic. So COVID-19 has really, devastated a lot of industries, from the restaurant industries to basically almost everyone here as far as the impact of COVID-19. So for art institutions, you kind of want to see what it is like post-corona. So we are using that kind of, virtual experience to reimagine it again. So we are taking like virtual experiences of art places, and probably even having like an interactive flow as to how audiences engage with art in those institutions. So previously we used to go to art institutions like art galleries and art exhibitions just to enjoy it. But right now, because of social distancing and 6 feet and all of that, how do people go to art and experience it fully? So you have the virtual reality. If you are remote, you can still enjoy it, and also how you can interact as well with it. Now, with the topic of virtual reality, we also want to explore other avenues and other forms of experiences. So currently we're about to shoot a virtual reality concert. I think that will be the first in Ghana. I stand to be corrected, but it will be the first virtual experience of a concert in Ghana, and we want to make it as immersive as possible. So we want to explore different camera angles and different alternating scenes as well, to see how best you can convey the feeling that you're in a concert. Sometimes people like to go to concerts and then be at the front, shirts out, raving, the bands, the ticket band on their hands, just moving about. So we want to kind of convey that same experience in virtual reality. So we'll be shooting an awesome band, and we'll try and capture as many songs as we can, and also make it as immersive as possible. So stay tuned and watch out, and you can get to experience a concert right where you are. So I think someone might ask me that, how did I get into virtual reality? So I mean, we are in Africa, and most of new tech comes with kind of new challenges, I would say. And in Africa, it might be a little bit difficult to get access to like new technology, especially virtual reality, like for the headsets and all of that. So my passion for virtual reality started, I think, about some years ago when I saw the Google Cardboard, or even like with a periscope. I think way back in school, I liked the idea of a periscope, and I was obsessed with how submarines use that when they, were under the sea. And so when I saw that a Google Cardboard was able to give you like a virtual experience, I straight out dived into it, and I invested a little bit of money, and then I think I got the Daydream headset. And then I think from then on, I just started watching more videos on YouTube. I'm trying to play more virtual reality games, and trying to immerse myself as much as possible. Now I also got into virtual reality workshops. So I got to experiment with virtual reality cameras like the Insta360, and also with the Oculus Quest as well. I think that's what is more. That's how I kind of got into virtual reality. It was like my curiosity, that became like an obsession, and now I think a passion. I think so. So that's how it is. I think, And I'm meeting amazing people in the virtual world and in the real world. I think it's a balance. Wherever you meet them, they are awesome and cool people, whether in the real world and in the virtual world. So I think the virtual reality is kind of a place where you can kind of chase like our better self, because you get to create who you are, and it's like just like games. You are kind of chasing your better self, who you would like to be. You can do that in games. I think virtual reality you can play games and enjoy yourself and meet people, and have a great time. So I think my creative journey is one that has been forward with understanding that sometimes you don't need to know it all, and you're always learning. So I think I've kind of cultivated the habit of having like the heart of a student, where everything that is new, everything is new to me, and there's something always out there to be learned. And this kind of opens you up for strategic collaborations for awesome projects with people around the world, and even with people. Yeah. And then I feel like on my creative journey, I've learned a lot. I've met so many cool people, and I think I've also learned a lot about myself. I'm still finding myself. I've got to find myself as well. I think the best is understanding the graceful integration between humility and humbling yourself and learning, and also having that creative arrogance. You know that you know what you're about, and you know that you have this. You know that you are awesome. So I think understanding that graceful integration is what will take you far. Nonetheless, I feel like there's still more to learn. Perhaps I might collaborate with you one day. But yeah, that is me, Ardayfio Prince Andrew, also known as Agushie.